Every day, you out there probably have new questions about coronavirus. That is why we have local experts here during the 6 o'clock news. And they're not here for a traditional news interview. They are here to answer your questions, which you can email to us at news@wgem.com. You can also post them on our Facebook page. Tony Cornish Jr. is the facilitator between you and the experts. So let's go to Tony, who is joined tonight by Todd Ahrens, the president and CEO of Hannibal Regional Healthcare System. Tony?
Thanks a lot, Dylan. Certainly appreciate it, and thank you for stopping by and joining us, Todd, in a very precarious times that we're living in right now. Let's jump right to our questions right now. BJ Busby sent this in through our email. I've read the national news about how hospitals are racing to increase the number of available hospital beds. It made me wonder how medical professionals are going to be able to take care of that increase. What do you think?
Well, that's a great question from BJ. One of the things we're worried about is a surge of coronavirus patients, which might stress the current bed levels within the healthcare system. So one of the things we're working on is making sure, we are at maximum capacity bed-wise, but then also making sure, like he pointed out, that we have the professionals there to take care of patients, whether that be physicians or nurses. So some of that's training folks to maybe broaden their skills and work in areas of the hospital they might not normally work in, and also making sure, to the extent there's other professionals out there that aren't necessarily from our community, if we're really in a surge pushed with patients, we can bring them in and help us take care of folks.
Have any retirees contacted you yet to get on board and help out?
Yeah, retirees might be an option. Obviously, we have to make sure that physicians in our hospital are taking care of patients, are credentialed and meet certain requirements and have active licenses and things of that nature. So it'd be more about finding folks that are in the practice, maybe just not in our community, than it would necessarily be retirees. But we'll be open for all comers if they're ready and able to help us.
That's good news indeed. Vicki Boylan, meanwhile, asked on our Facebook page, is it true that heat kills the virus?
Well, I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to get too deep into questions about whether heat can actually kill the virus. I think there is some literature out there that talks about maybe with warmer weather we might see the virus decrease, similar to how the flu might respond or other respiratory viruses. Obviously, the coronavirus is new. That's why it's a novel virus. So we don't exactly know how it's going to react to seasonal changes. But we certainly hope that as the weather warms up, as Brian talks about, that we see some decrease in the impact of that virus.
All right, very good. Todd, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, more of your questions. Don't forget, news@wgem.com. If you have questions, get them in. We'll be back in just a moment.